again. So it is now day 84 of the vlog. Basically 3 weeks. 3 weeks today till I go to the hotel. I cannot believe that. So yeah, in terms of today, we're looking at exercise on the brain and can it make you smarter. So what I've done is I've gone online and I've looked up sort of 3 mental challenges essentially to test how smart or how quickly I'm thinking today. One's going to involve doing some challenges in this sort of crossword, but not doing a crossword. I know nothing about them. I've also then got, if I can open it up now, essentially you won't really be able to see that, but I've got a load of random words. So I did a random word generator, see how many I can remember, and then I've also got an old game that has some like maths equations and stuff on, or times tables or whatever. And essentially what I'm going to do before and after a workout, I'll have a look to see if my scores improve after it, because apparently exercise is good for the brain, increases your blood flow to the brain, makes you more awake, more alert, and hopefully that's what's going to show up when I do these. So I'll do run, walk, gym, a slightly tight hamstring on the other side this time, so hopefully it'll be alright. But essentially after those workouts, I'm going to do one of the 3 challenges, and then we'll just see if my scores improve. I'm hoping, I was really good at this game before, I'm hoping I'll still be just as fast, but we'll see. Looking forward to giving it a try. First though, the usual sit-ups, breakfast. So we're going to do our first challenge now. So I've had my breakfast, all fueled up, feeling, ready to do this at 6:30 in the morning before my run. It's called Capital Conundrum. That's the first mental challenge we're going to do. Essentially, what you've got here is there's a capital city that is made up of all these words. So I think I've already got it. I think it's Bratislava. I don't know where that is, but I've heard of it. And essentially, after that, you then have to use the centre letter, which is the V, and at least 2 other letters around the outside to make other words. And essentially, how many words can you make? No letter can be used more than once in a single word. There is also one capital city to find that uses all the letters. So there you go. So how many letters can I find, or how many words, can I find with this letter circle, essentially? I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to give it sort of 5 minutes. So 40 seconds now till 6:30. So we'll go till from 6:30 till 6:35. And just see how many I get. Then later on I'm going to do a different one after my workout. So I've got a different one somewhere in this. Again, love capital city, different words. So after my run, we'll see how we get on. Let's do this one first. Come on, Harry. Do you know what? I started so well, and now I'm struggling, I have to admit. But it is very early. I'm giving myself plenty of excuses here. I think I'm quite clever, to be honest with you. I think I sound very posh anyway. I'm struggling with this. I've got saliva. That was a good one. But I've only got 2 others since. Lava and vials. 2 minutes to go. Up. And I only got that from that. So Bratislava, saliva, vials, lava. I don't even know if that would count. I was thinking VAR, but I was seeing things like Vaseline. I was seeing all those sort of words, and then I realised they're not in there. And value and all of that, but there was no U and there was no E. That made it really hard. I just can't see anymore. I really can't. So if anyone's watching this and you want to pause this and have a look, see if you can get any that I didn't, because I can't get it. Anyway, I had a look at the answers, thinking they might give me some, ideas. All it said, I've got Bratislava right, and there are around 20 words to find. Well, that's no help, is it? That doesn't tell me anything. What 20 words? Give me some ideas. So, that wasn't the best go. I'm hoping after this run, though, I'll be really smart and I'll be able to get the next one or do a little bit better on the next one. Anyway, I'll go get ready. So as I've been suffering with sort of tight hamstrings a little bit this week, I've decided to put some deep heat on because this is really effective. You basically massage it into your legs. That's all I'm doing now. I'm literally just massaging it into my leg. And it doesn't kick in straight away, so you don't get a real hot sensation straight away. But give it sort of a minute or 2, and that's when you start to feel the burn. And as I said, my eyes are actually stinging. It's a really potent smell. So if you've never used deep heat before, just be aware it is much stronger than you realise. But it's really good. As I said, it's for muscular sort of pains and stiffness. It's just sort of stiffness I've got at the minute. So
let's see if that helps me on my run today. I'm hoping so. I mean, I've had a couple of days off as well, so I should feel really refreshed. Hopefully then ready to do my next word conundrum or word circle.
Yeah, just gone over 8 miles. I think, to be honest, by the time I'm back, it's going to be about 10 and a half. Hamstring I can feel, but it's certainly no worse. Just for the run, it's not got any worse or whatever, which is a good sign. If anything, I'm more distracted by thinking about those words. I think I could have had avail, like, you know, if you do something and it's to no avail, that would have been an extra word, but, you know, it's so hard to think when you're on the move as well. But of course, in terms of, I suppose, the science behind where exercise is good for the brain, increasing, you know, not making you smarter really, but improving your kind of alertness and stuff, is you're obviously increasing the blood flow to your brain. And obviously that's carrying all the oxygen and nutrients, and when your metabolism is higher through the day, because you're out of breath like this, it means everything works a bit quicker. So hopefully that's the theory. But in the interest of fairness, I'll be doing a different word circle, so it won't be the same one, so I can't just take the same words or anything. And yeah, so that should be quite interesting. Rubbish answers though, just, oh, there's about 20 words. Well, tell me what they are. Oh well, we'll give it another try. Have a more exciting news. The rabbit's been back out this morning. My mum's looking after it already. Finally chopped carrots, all sorts, honestly. That blackbird's in trouble now, I'm telling you. Barely a soul in sight. Seafront looks lovely. This is the life. Missing the music from the other day. A run, 11 miles done this morning, feel absolutely great. Of course though, I've got to do my challenge in a minute. But obviously it's not just exercise that sort of increases your alertness and maybe makes you a bit smarter. There's obviously foods and drink, which I'm sure you know all too well now after 84 vlogs. A bit of caffeine and fish is obviously very good for the brain. Now, it's normally omega-3s, which apparently, you know, are found in your brain and all sorts, but tuna doesn't really have it. But I'm going to have tuna anyway, because I think it's going to just give me that little edge. Bit of protein as well. Ready for this challenge. But I've got a black coffee, got tuna, again, fish, caffeine. That can all increase your alertness. As I said, I don't actually normally have caffeine before I'm going to try it at some point just to see if it helps. But yeah, let's see if it gets me through this memory or word circle, essentially. It's time to do the next one. So it is 9:03. So it's basically 9:04 when I'm going to start this. I'm going to do this one here. And I think the capital's Sarajevo. I'm sure, again, I've heard of it, don't know where it is. Exactly the same rules. So you've got to have the middle letter, which is A, which seems a lot easier than V. And then 2 other letters. So as many words that are 3 or more letters, essentially. Give that a try. Decided I'm not sitting down for this one because I'm very sweaty. So, right, here we go. It's time to start. That clock ticking makes me feel really nervous. I have to say, I've heard it in blogs before, but it does feel like I'm sitting in an exam. Okay, time up. So, I've got Sarajevo, Save, Rave, Vase, Era, Ear, Saw, and Jar. So, let's have a look and see how many there were. For anyone that did want to play along, there is the conundrum, and 410 it was. So there were around 25 words to find. It was Sarajevo. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's rubbish again. But I think that was more than earlier, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. There were slightly more words, apparently, according to them. But I definitely think I did better with that one. And also, I did sort of think I could have probably had Savour and Raves and Vase and or Vases or whatever it was, eras. But anyway, I didn't do that. So I definitely think so far that is a point to the exercise. I think I've definitely become a bit sharper in the mind from that one. It's going to be time in a minute. I'm going to go have a shower and then I'm going to do another game before I head to the gym. So let's get on with that. You're now at the end of my mum and dad's bed, essentially, because I want you to watch this game. Essentially, this was an old Nintendo DS game, and it's brilliant. I love it, and this should be the sort of thing I think they should use in schools. Active games like this. This was Dr. Kawashima's Brain Drain. How old is your brain? What we're going to do, I'm going to have a look at what there is. I believe there was like 100 mental maths questions you could do, and you had to sort of race it against the time. So if we click on quick play, quick training, I'm left-handed. Turn the DS around. Right. Essentially, you've got to solve some problems. There's loads of games you can do. But I'm going to do the maths one that looks a little bit like this. So next time you see me, we'll start the timer and we'll see how many I can get on. So here we go. Calculations times 100. Let's go normal mode. Haven't done this for a while. I'm nervous. Oh. No, 8. See, I would have been quicker than that. Oh, come on. Doesn't like my 8s, does he? Oh. That was a rubbish 8, and he could... Oh, go away. Dumb. That wasn't bad. Insane, by the way. When I was younger, so I haven't played this game for like, God knows how many years, but I did 2 minutes 6 seconds, as you can see there. My record is 1 minute 9 seconds, 69 seconds to do 100 questions. My brain age obviously isn't going to be as good as it used to be then, is it? Driving speed, apparently. Wasn't as quick as you thought. Don't lose heart. Try again tomorrow. Not that bad, was it? Basically in the toilet of the gym, eating a banana, getting ready to have a go at those 100 calculations again. So let's finish this up and we'll give it a try. I'll turn the volume off because I thought it might be a bit weird. So let's go for it. I'm nervous. Oh. Oh, that was good. Yes. So I'm beating my score. I think I was over 2 minutes last time. 1 minute 40. So the exercise has worked. Come on. What's he gonna say? Oh, he didn't even say anything. Happy with that. Time to go home. Go for well, have some lunch, do the third challenge, then we'll do a little walk on the treadmill, and then we'll do the third challenge, the memory game. I'm happy with that. That was pretty fast. You've got to be impressed with that. These screenshots you would have just seen of me from my early vlogs, and I look really tired of the days, and that's because I was getting up at 5 o'clock to walk on a treadmill every day. So, you know, even though I think exercise Okay, I've done 2 of the challenges so far. I've got 1 more to do. I think we know deep down exercise does have some benefits. It does make you feel better. Those of you that exercise, you don't need a study to tell you that. You know, you can feel it in yourself. But there is a dose response. I think you can overdo it and actually have a detrimental effect. And with everything, as I said, it's moderation, but also it's everything. You know, you can't just put it on one thing. You can't just put it on exercise alone. It's going to make you sharper. If you haven't slept well, which I wasn't sleeping enough, or you haven't eaten well and I wasn't eating enough, it's going to reduce those benefits of exercise. So, you know, I think you've just got to look at everything as a whole package. You're not, you know, your mind and your body aren't separate ultimately as well, even though we're looking at the mind today. I really believe in the motto, healthy body, healthy mind. So, you know, just make sure there's a limit though. Everything is moderation. You can underdo it, you can overdo it. You've got to find, and it's different for everyone, you've got to find your limit point. And once you've found that, I think then you'll see the benefits. But yeah, 1 more challenge still to go. It's going to involve a lot of words and trying to remember things. Okay, so I'm back from the gym now, fully recovered. This is now my pre-walk memory challenge. So I went on Google, got a random generator and got 30 words. 2 minutes to try and sort of memorise them. Then I've got to write down as many as I can in 2 minutes. That's the challenge. Now I'm going to go a quick walk on the treadmill and I've got another list of 30 and we'll see how I do post-exercise. So this is the pre-exercise one. There's some very weird words here. So yeah, let's give this a try. It's 1:56, so I've got till 1:58. Here we go. 2 minutes, paper goes away now. I don't think I've taken any and then in, mind you, so here we go. Which I've started pretty well, but I'm struggling now. Okay, so time is up. How many did I get? So awful is on there. Question was on there. Soggy. Splendid. I don't think that was on there. No, I just made that one up. Satisfy was. Recognise was. Half was. Hose? Yes, it was. Humorous was. Stupendous. Behave. Belligerent. Calculator. Crook. Rain. I don't think that was on there. No, I just made that one up. And economic was. So I managed to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 out of 30, which I think for 2 minutes of just looking at that is a pretty good return. I'll take that. I think I'm going to struggle to beat that after a walk. I'm on the home treadmill now. Decided to add a different element to it while I do my walk. I'm going to do two minutes on here while reading these, and then we'll have a go at the post challenge. This is a different set of 30 words. So yeah, 2 minutes. Got to try and take it as many as I can. I've got 14 to beat. I'm not sure I'm going to do that. We'll see. It's time to go again. 2 minutes. Off we go. What else was that? Oh no, come on, Harry. Struggling. We got blind, that's there. Babies was there. Is balance there? Yeah, so 3. Billowy, I don't know what that is. Sip. Foamy. Righteous. I was trying to make sentences out of all of these, essentially. That's what I was trying to do, and make a sort of thing, but the words were so different that I couldn't really kettle that. Well, the positive is maybe the walking has helped, because every single word that I did put was actually a word that was on there. So how many was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 out of 30. So I won by 1. but I also got them all right. So that is 3 to the post-exercise. Of course, this was obviously a very, very well thought out scientific study, but there was a limitation to it. I think, obviously, I'm hoping the exercise helped, and that's what I'm saying in my conclusion. However, of course, when you've already had a go at something and you've had a bit of a practice, you kind of get a bit of a vibe of strategies. And as I just said, I kind of realised after the first round, actually for the second round, I could try and think of maybe making some sentences. So that's a slight limitation, but all post sort of exercise essentially won. They beat the pre-exercise. So you never know, maybe it does work. Maybe I've kind of got it right for today. I realised as well, going back to that first word wheel, I could have had rival and vital, I think, top of my head, so I still haven't got that out of my head yet. But yeah, I enjoyed doing those little sort of challenges today. I think those sort of things, puzzles and whatever, keep your mind sharp regardless of exercise. But I mean, I don't think we've really gathered or learned anything. I think it's pure coincidence that I probably was just better on all the post ones. That being said, I think exercise is brilliant for, keeping you alert, keeping you, yourself healthy and healthy body, healthy mind. I definitely believe in. And I think if you do all those other things, sleep well, do that, you're going to put yourself in a position to make yourself smart because you'll be ready to learn. That's the main thing. In terms of tomorrow, I'm going to obviously it's 3 weeks exactly tomorrow until the Ultra Challenge. So what I'm going to do 18 tips, things that I've learned and things that I'm going to do in order to prepare for the Ultra. And if anyone is motivated to do a race or whatever, not necessarily an Ultra one, things I recommend. And for those that have done them before, maybe see if you agree with my ideas or disagree. And yeah, just kind of get some things ready. I don't want to leave anything to the last minute. So we may even put some things away to pack. So yeah, look forward to that. Hoping to do a run. Hamstring's a bit tight, but again, feels absolutely fine in terms of when I'm running. So yeah, all good. So it's lovely weather again. Looks like it's still going to be really nice. And yeah, enjoying still doing all these vlogs. Hope you like this one today. Catch you later.